Hi guys, it's now SmartX2 here, and I'm coming at you guys with this video on my thoughts, opinions, and what I want in the Kaiju combat that's being made by Simon Strange. Alright, just going into this, I'm assuming you guys already know the basics of Kaiju combat, so I'm not gonna, go on that. Also, my opinion of the game is gonna be based off of Destroy Monster Melee for the GameCube, Save the Earth for the PS2, and a little bit Unleash for the Wii and the PS2. It's not a lot at all, but the thing I'm gonna base off is gonna come from those things. Okay, so the very first thing, other than this game needs to be made, is that I want is the monster lineup that was in Unleashed for the Wii. That game has the most monster out of all three games, and the monster carries over. So if they were going to make a game, I would really hope that they have at least those monsters. You can cut, I'm sure you can cut some out that don't really matter too much, but I would like that list. Also, have Batara, because it's you have to have Batara and Mothra fighting each other or fighting with each other. That just has to happen. So, that's the first thing I want, is that the list of monsters be this big again. This may or may not include the fan-made monsters as well, or some other monster that's come from different franchises. Okay, so the next thing I would like to see is Gamera and maybe King Kong. Since Gamera, fans kind of always wanted to see Gamera versus Godzilla because those two are giant monsters. Gamera is more of a good guy than Godzilla is, because Godzilla is kind of left or right. But those two monsters fighting, Gamera should be in this game. I never seen the TV series, so I don't know if Gamera can hold on to his own game. But putting Gamera with Godzilla, because the game's called Kaiju Combat, which is giant monster fights. So, that'd be great. That would actually be pretty cool. Yeah, putting Gamera. But yeah, I would like to see those in the game. Ultraman as well. They talks about making Ultraman into a franchise game, which would also be neat, because I grew up with Ultraman Tiga. I really liked it. It was the first kind of Japanese thing I really saw besides Godzilla, but it was really cool. And Ultraman alone could have his own standing game, because if you were to take all Ultraman from all of the seasons and different generations, that could make a good game, because of the number, the characters, the variety, and just Ultraman alone. So that'd be cool. That's really it, because you can't really put one specific Ultraman in this game, because you'll just leave a lot of other out. That's just an idea again, to make an Ultraman game, because I don't think we have one. So that'd be cool. I think that's about all I got for a list of monsters. Obviously for gameplay kind of thing, make in Unleashed, I don't think you can make it 3-on-1. It's for the I was doing this on the PS2, but I don't think you can make it 3-on-1, which I would kind of like an option of that. So, 1 to 4 players, you should be able to at least fight computers, which it is done to Save the Earth, so that's good. And Melee put lives in there, which I think they did do in Unleashed, so that's something, because I don't want to always play by time. And allow every location for every mode, because it's, again, I'm basing it off Save the Earth, because I know that one of the best out of all three. You can't, in the PS2 version, you can't find the boxing ring when you're in Melee, but I think you can in the Xbox version, which kind of sucks. And Xbox version has more locations in it, I think maybe one more location, I think. But that's one thing. Yeah, that goes about the gameplay. one thing I think happens in Unleashed is that there's no rage attack. There's only like this heat mode where you just get stronger. For Kaiju combat, this could be asking a lot, but I would like unique rage attack. Even if you were to take the rage attack from the old game and bring it here, that's better than every monster just getting a little bit powered up. I don't know how they did it for Unleashed, but I don't think they had rage attack, so that's what I want to see, rage attack for all the monster. Hopefully, you know, more like unique rage attack, and even to take the one from the previous game and put it in this one. That's something that I really like to see, because rage is one of those more unique things I like. Oh yeah, a list of monsters. Two more monsters I would like to see in the game. God, I don't remember what was that crab. I think it's like, it starts with the letter E, Ebby thing, whatever. But that one crab lobster thing, I want that, and I want Hedorah, because those two, I don't know. I just want those two to be in the game because it just seems like cool. It just seems like something cool to play. Yes. What were they again? God, I have short-term memory. I'm sorry. Hedorah and that one lobster thing. Yes, I want to see those two in the game as well. That'd be cool. And Save the Earth, the minigames were terrible for the most part. Some of them were cool, but the gimmicky ones like basketball or you must dodgeball. You have to, and this one where you have to throw them to the cage and like in 3 minutes they can escape. I hate those. Those are too gimmicky and they're out of place. The one I do kind of like are the unique one, like the one where Godzilla 2000 is underwater, because he fights the crab thing, which kind of, you know, it's like you didn't have it in the game character or whatever. But you know, some kind of unique for certain characters, like maybe a unique flying one for anything that can fly, or a machine one where it's only for machine, the mechas, or you know, something like that. I want to see that kind of thing. And also stuff like fighting two different Jaguars, that's okay. Fighting Mecha King Ghidorah and his miniature clone, that's also okay. Fighting Orga, when fighting Orga's 3 form with Godzilla 2000, that's actually pretty cool. I never beat it, but that's pretty cool. But in short, I would like to see a better minigame selection. Or at least kind of retain to the monster, like destroying cities, saving the city, stuff like that. Something without like too much of a gimmick kind of thing. That's what I want. The big thing about Godzilla Unleashed for the Wii was that you had to play with the Wiimote and Nunchuck. I don't know about a compatible controller because my friend didn't have one when we were playing it, but Unleashed and Destroy Monster Melee practically have the same controls. They do the same thing, and you can't use a GameCube controller for the Unleashed when the settings could have been exactly the same thing. And this is going to be released on PC first for any other system, because they're only going to have enough money to make the game. They're not going to have enough to distribute around Xbox, PS3, or Wii, or whatever for those companies, because they have to pay them, I would guess, a good amount of money. So before I have to get on console, it has to be on PC first. But the only issue is PC controls aren't too great, especially if it's gonna be like a 3D fire like Godzilla is. So, like, I would ask, make it controller compatible, because you can mod a PS controller, or like an Xbox controller, or a GameCube controller, or even buy it for a PC. Just allow, like, I'm just gonna ask this: allow controller compatibility. Just allow us to play with whatever controller we want. Now, if you like, if it ever gets on system and all, you're really only gonna need to do this on the Wii, where allow the GameCube controller to play, because most people prefer the controller way, not motion way, in my opinion. Make this game for the Kinect. Don't do it to Kaiju Combat. Do it to a different Godzilla game. Okay. But that's like a big thing, that you couldn't play Unleashed with a GameCube controller. So I want controller compatibility. That is the big thing. That is a big thing when you're gonna do it on PC because it's just frustrating for me to play on the PC. Also, since it's gonna be on the computer, I want to see online. I'm pretty sure that thing's already been established, but I want to see online. I want to be able to, not really a leaderboard, but I want to be able to play against people, other people. I want to play against Godzilla fans. Some of my subscriber wants to play against me. I would love to. Just there's really no way to do it, but that's what I want. Online, just make it online. That's the one thing I want. If you're gonna make it on PC, and then if you're gonna make it on other console, just make it online. That's because in my situation now, when I play Godzilla, I'm playing by myself. It kind of gets lonely, and you're forever alone. But if you put it online, you can play with other people. I mean, like that's where the fun of. That's how a game sometimes lasts. A game can sometimes last when there's online. But that's what I want. I want online capability. Even like make your own. Like a person can be the leader of a group, and then like everyone selects like a leader. That leader can then set up the game or whatever, or have like a vote. Like, oh, let's all play melee. Let's play teams. Okay, we'll just pick our teams, and then everyone agrees and goes has a fight. I mean, like, this could become a very disastrous thing, but at least have us be able to fight online. That's the big thing. Whether random matches or setup matches for our friends. That's what I want to happen. Yeah, that's about the online thing. I don't know what else is there. I'll in the description I'll also put Simon Strange's video, the forums, and the place where you would go to donate when it starts back up again. So if you have any questions, go to the video, his video, and ask him the question because he's making the game. He probably knows it, but you don't ask me personally about anything about Kaiju Combat unless it's my opinion you want to ask about because I'm not gonna know. And yeah. I believe that is it. One thing I want to say is, you guys that are listening to this, I want in the description, I want you guys to tell me what you want in the game. You know, like if I haven't already said it or so, or if I have already said you want to go deeper into it, put in as a comment. I want to hear what you guys have to think about the Kaiju Combat game and what you might want. Also, if you guys have actually made a Kaiju Combat video about your own opinion as well, put it as a video response. I'll look at it, and who knows, an idea can be built up of all that. Kaiju Combat is going to have to be built up by its fans, so let's all hope that happens. So that is, none of that was really my opinion. All that was pretty much what I want in the game. Yeah. I believe that is all. I don't think there's anything much else to talk about that is really that big. So I guess I'm gonna end it off. One more thing I almost forgot. This. I like the system where you have to buy your monsters. I actually like that because then you can choose what you want to buy. The only problem I have with that is when it comes to Save the Earth, you have to play the story mode. And you can't quit story mode. I'm going to move my mic away. You can't quit story mode if you quit story mode, you don't get your money. And Melee, you just play for fun of it. And Survival is only for bragging rights. And Unleashed, if you play Melee, you gain like 500 per kill. That's okay. I like that. That's a good idea. But Survival, I want to be able to get money for playing Survival because, me personally, I have no reason to play Survival because you gain nothing out of it. Like, your point can rack up, but that's not you can't do anything with those points other than brag to your friends. I would like to have points when you're playing Survival because when you play Survival, you get a good amount of money. Wait, no, let me try it. When you're playing the story mode, adventure mode, you can't quit. You have to finish it. Again, this is based off of Save the Earth. You have to finish it, and that takes at least an hour or so. true, you get like a lot of money, but what if you don't want to spend that entire hour and you don't need a lot of money? Then you're kind of boned. But for like survival, you know, you can just keep fighting. The better you do, the better the points get. And when you die, you know, that's it. And then, like, imagine if you get to a point where you're like, oh, you know, I'm satisfied with it. I'm just gonna let myself die and just get the money. You could call it cheap, but like the one issue when it comes to this Godzilla game is the money. You have to spend so much time in order to unlock everything. And that's just kind of kills the game sometimes when you have to work everything, because not like you don't want to spend all that time having to work just to pay for a faction. Then you buy the monster. I would like the factions to already be unlocked. It's just me, because then that just gives you money to buy for your monster and less time that you have to grind for money. And I think that's literally it. I covered the story, melee, and all that such. And yeah, I still like to support things to where you can like get a jet or a monster to help you fighting. I still like that. Save the Earth. If there were to be a story gimmick, I kind of like the aliens over the crystals, in my opinion, because I don't know. It's just kind of just seems a lot better to me. Where like the aliens drop you power up, but then like in Unleashed, a crystal just comes out of nowhere and you get that. I kind of like the alien because that actually kind of stays in with all the Godzilla, but this is Godzilla specific. The Kaiju combat is kind of thing is meant to be more of just giant monsters, just not Godzilla alone. But I would like aliens more than, you know, like those crystals or anything. But we'll just see what Simon has to say about that. So I think that is it, actually. Yeah, that covers about everything. Again, I want to hear your opinions in the comments below. And if you have any questions, you can ask me or ask Simon Strange himself. So I'm NetosMartX2. I hope you'll enjoy that. I hope I didn't bore you to sleep. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, guys.